But to think somebody told me something nice, a nice shirt today, or oh, I like your shoes, or you know, you're so nice to me, thank you. You can make that person's day so much better. So use words in the right way. When you're using words in a hurtful way, please think about it. Because what if that was you and you were being told that too? You wouldn't want that, right? This is,
No, no.
oh.
Oh my God, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no, thank
I'm so
you.
excited. How did you get connected to come here?
One of the teachers saw one of my videos, I think, and then she liked it,
Really?
and
Oh,
so
which
she
teacher
invited.
invited you?
Right there, she has a little hat on. Leila.
Yeah, she's our PCNC here.
Oh, really?
That's awesome, yeah. So she does like all our parent and community events.
Yep, Leila.
Yes. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you for making time to come here.
Oh, yeah.
What are you reading to today?
E9, and I need an easier book. I cannot read good myself. Jeez.
Oh, that's
But it's about an old family who was poor, and then they got a peach, and this baby came out. And the boy becomes a samurai, and he travels down to fight demons and stuff. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, guess I'm here to talk about what I do. So, anybody heard about Snack Addicted before? Really, you did? Cool. That's awesome. Snack Addicted. The mic right here. Okay? Guess I wanted to talk to you today because I feel like when I get to talk to children, especially, I get to talk to a younger version of myself. So that's how I'm looking at it. Like, you guys are me when I was your age, right? Because all the adults were your age one day. So I was thinking about it, and what would I tell myself if I was your age? And I think one of the things I would tell you is kindness goes a long way. What I do is what I do. But the way I have done it and what has happened to me all came out of kindness. I mean, I've had a lot of jobs. One of my favorite jobs, I used to work with autistic children. I was a skills trainer for 5 years, and I loved it. But after that, I lived in Japan, and then I came back home, and I worked at Eggs and Things, and I worked at Apple, and I made all these great friends. But the best part about it was that I get to talk to people, and people can feel that I am kind, you know, because I talk a little different. I talk about people. I just love life. So, kindness. Who can give me a great example about kindness? It's a hard one, yeah, because you have to really think about it. So kindness is something that can't really be taught. They can tell you about it, but it's what you do with it, what you know, that makes it into kindness, yeah? So one of the things is how you make people feel. Your words can hurt, and your words can also help. So one of the things that I do is I tell people right away things that I like about them or things that they're doing well. Like, I'm glad you raised your hand and you, both of you, and you said your names. That was really cool, you know? So I started Snack Addicted. It's a beef jerky company, and we make these dried beef jerkies, right? They're like potato chips. But I never used to cook. And it's funny the way I came upon doing my business, because it actually started when I was bodybuilding. I was doing bodybuilding, and I hurt my back really bad, and I couldn't work for a year. I had to quit Apple, and I didn't know what to do. But I guess because of my kindness, somebody found out about me and I needed help. And he was another bodybuilder too. And so he was a massage therapist. He helped my back so much that I wanted to repay him because he said I was so nice that he didn't want to charge me. He said, people like me should be okay to go and help other people. So I need you to get better soon. So I started diving. Anybody dive? Yeah, that's awesome. So I would taco dive. We would catch tacos, octopus, right? And I was making it for him. And he's a bodybuilder, but taco season is only winter time that there's plenty. So then I started not catching. So I thought, oh, maybe I can make him beef jerky. So I started making beef jerky, but then he says, I don't like the regular beef jerky. Plenty of people don't, yeah, because it's too chewy, it gets stuck in your teeth. So he said, why don't you try to make it thin? So I said, oh, okay. So I started cutting it thin, and I had to work on the flavor because making something so thin with that much flavor is very hard. It took me 3 months. And this is what I wanted to tell you, is that I had no experience in it, you know? My dream job, I really wanted to be an orthodontist. I don't know why. It's really weird. Like when I was your age, I wanted to be an orthodontist. So, yeah, like the dentist that puts on braces and stuff like that. Because I don't know, I just was really meticulous about my teeth, you know? I made sure every night, brush, floss in the day and in the night. And I don't know, I was interested in teeth. But to be a dentist, you have to go to so much school, right? And I was thinking, okay, maybe not dentist. And then I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So if I was talking to myself, I would tell myself, learn as much as you can from this point on. You're only this age once in your life. Enjoy being a child, but learn as much as you can from your friends, from your family. Be respectful. Be willing to learn. Like I'm looking at all of you guys are really listening to me. That is amazing because I have ADD, and that was really hard on me as a child because I had a hard time concentrating and I couldn't read very well. Because I'm reading words, but my mind is like thinking about riding bicycles and, you know, playing with my friends. I just can't focus. But everybody has a gift, and everybody has something that's strange and something that's amazing about them. But I want you to figure those things out. Become aware of yourself. And you use the weird things to your advantage. Maybe you can help other people who don't know how to deal with being weird or something like that. And you can connect with them and say, hey, you know what? That's a good thing, though. There's a whole group of people that like what you like, and I like that you like it. So when I created my shop, that's the kind of environment that I wanted to have. You know, just like if I was a teacher, that's the kind of environment I would want to have, too. So I can tell you have a really good teacher. I mean, you guys are all, like, attentive. This is awesome. And it really does come down to the teacher, I believe. You guys like your teacher? Yeah, good. No, I'm telling you, you guys don't understand because for me, I would be looking around, but see, this is the awesome thing is I can come back and talk to you guys about this. Like, I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't really pay attention unless I was very into what the person was saying, right? So, I mean, you guys just being a class for that long, that's pretty amazing. I mean, it seems like you all gel and get along with each other. I love that. You guys like your class? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, really, I'm very amazed. Like, I'm so glad that I got your guys' class. But, you know, I think another thing that I would want to tell myself if I was your age is there's no such thing as getting lost in life. Being lost just means you haven't figured things out. But I believe that everything leads to everything else. You know, if you have something bad happen, it's for a reason. I believe that. So I want you guys to try to think about that. Yeah, like you think about something bad and what did you learn from it? So I never believe that anything is a mistake and anything is a negative thing that happened to you. As long as you learn from it and grow and take it, you know, like my dad passed away. That's why we have pink and black because it's cancer awareness, right? And I could have been very bitter and like, oh, I don't care about anybody. But instead, I turned it around because my mom got really sick and she almost passed away. So you got to understand your parents aren't going to be here all the time. The people who watch you, your teachers, we're not going to be here all the time. So tell them everything you want to tell them now. Don't wait. I have 2 daughters. One is, what is she now, 6, and the other one just turned 10. And that's something that I practice with them. We always tell each other something nice about each other. You know, my one daughter loves to sing, and I always tell her how beautiful her voice is. And she always tells me, thank you so much for being such a great dad, for taking us here, for taking us there. So you'll see that doing that to people, not just your parents, opens up a lot of people to want to be around you. Because everybody likes to hear nice things about themselves, right? Somebody says something nice about you, how does it make you feel? Really good, right? So don't hesitate, and let's start it today. Try to say something nice to whoever you can say anything to. You know, you see somebody doing something good, you go up to them and say, hey, that was amazing. Like, you know, or you see somebody doing something that you want to learn how to do. Hey, you think you can show me that? Always be open to learning. Always think that you have sand and you're trying to build this sand castle. And everybody in your life can help you, give you more sand to add to your sand castle. Yeah? Some people might give you sand that doesn't work because it's too wet. Some people give you sand that's too dry. Even though, recognize it as, I can't use that, but thank you for that. Or I can use that, thank you for that. A lot of us, everybody struggles. Everybody has a hard time. Trust me, nobody's immune to that. But it's what you take from it, especially now. You're so young that you're still trying to learn things, right? When you get older, you're going to look back and say, I needed to go through that because now I can help somebody else with it, you know? So I always say, life is like a river and we're in a boat. This is an analogy, right? And a lot of times we want to steer the boat, but we want to be a doctor, we want to be a teacher, we want to be this, we want to be this. So we try to force it, but life brings us somewhere else. Like me. I never thought I was going to own a business. I never thought that I was going to be making beef jerky. I can't even cook. But life all of a sudden took me this way because I thought I was going to work with autistic kids for the rest of my life. I thought I was going to be a teacher. I thought maybe I was going to work at Apple for the rest of my life. You guys know Apple, right? Yeah, it was so fun. I met so many people, but I thought that's basically where my life was going to go. But I got hurt so bad. And I could have gave up and said, you know what, I don't want to work anymore, and I don't know, I'm just going to be lazy. But instead, I thought, this is teaching me something. What is it teaching me? Where am I going with this? And all of a sudden, what was that? Try better, right? Try better, or just go with where is it taking me, and then leads me to making beef jerky, leads me to being here. So the cool thing about being a business owner, which is what I do, and this is what I'll talk to you about my career. I'm a business owner. They call them entrepreneurs, right? But I don't see myself as that. That's why I dress like this, because I don't care and I don't tell people that, because really at the core of it, I'm a human being. I look at life as if I am every single one of you. I could very well be. If we were born to the same parents at the same time, in the same exact situations and circumstances, I would be you, and you guys would be me, right? And I always think that I'm so blessed to be born as me because I'm born in Hawaii, right? We could be born like even somewhere that has ridiculously hot summers like Japan. I live there, but it's fun, but it's not like Hawaii, you know? We can go to the beach whenever we want. We take things for granted all the time, you know? We don't have snow. And we don't have to deal with blizzards. We don't have extreme heat waves, although it does get hot, right? We live in a tropical island. So being a business owner, looking at everybody as if I could very well be you, right? If I could be you, how would I want to be treated? And that's how I treat people, and that's how I think about it. How would I want to be treated? A lot of people think, how would I treat my friends or family? But I think it goes better if you say, if that person was me, how would I treat them? They might be angry today because they had a bad morning. How can I make it better? You know, somebody needs help. How can I help? I was told that I was not smart my whole life. Yep. I was told that all the time. My teachers would scold me all the time because I cannot concentrate. My mind goes all over. That's why I'm talking to you guys. My stories go all over the place sometimes. I'm trying to keep it somewhere, you know, but that's why I have Uncle Chad back there. When we do interviews and stuff, he always rallies me back because he knows I go off. But yes, I was very much known as not being smart. I wish if I could go back and do something better, it would be math. I didn't realize how important math is. Seriously, you know. Whew. Math is something that will help you through the rest of your life. I mean, reading and stuff like that, that's cool. I cannot read very well because my mind goes off on tangents. But people can explain things to you. I can listen to an audio book. But math is something that it's hard. But if you know it, that's pretty much the foundation of how you're going to be successful in life. I think, well, besides being kind, but thanks for that question. See, you rallied me back there. Okay, math is important because money. Money is not the cause of happiness. Money is not a sign of success. Do you believe that? I believe that. I donate a lot of money, and then I also put a lot of money back into my employees and my shop. And I like to buy things for people to make people happy around me. What makes me happy is being able to look at somebody and they're smiling because of something I've done. That's what makes me happy. But math and money is very important because you need money to survive, unfortunately. But to know how money works and how much money you need, how much money you can spend, math. Everything is math, right? You're trying to fill up gas and you're trying to figure out like, oh wait, I only have $20, but the gas is this, how much gallons of gas can I get today? And is it gonna take me to where I have to go? Trust me. If I was sitting there, I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. But yes, I was bad at math. And I wish I could have went back and tried harder at it. Yeah. Who likes math? That is, wow. Keep that up. Keep that up. Math. Really wish I could have done that. So keep that up. Are you guys good at math? Yes. Good. Then maybe you can come to my store and help me with my paperwork because I have all these receipts to print, to add up and stuff. And this is an interesting story. Her name, it was back when I lost my old employees and then COVID was happening. And I was so scared because nobody could go to my store, right? So I might not be able to sell anything. And I might have to have lost all my money in this business. That's the scary thing about being a business owner, is all your money is put into this thing. So you have to love it. I want you guys to think about, what do you love? And if you don't love anything now, go through life, but have that in your mind. What do you love? And can you make a living off of it? Because I love friends. I love people, good people around me, and I feel like that's what I do. I get to have good people around me all day. Yes, I make stuff too. I have to sell it. But more importantly for me, I have really good people around me. And we encourage each other and we push each other to be better and we tell each other nice things. Trust me, you telling people nice things means so much to people. You guys understand that, right? That's the most important thing I could probably tell you about life if I was you. That's what I want to tell you. You have the power to make somebody happy. Think about that. Because it's very easy to say and it's just words, right? But if you really think about it, imagine if you're sad and nobody talked to you or helped you. That's kind of bad, yeah. But to think somebody told me something nice, a nice shirt today, or oh, I like your shoes, or you're so nice to me, thank you. You can make that person's day so much better. So use words in the right way. When you're using words in a hurtful way, please think about it. Because what if that was you and you were being told that too? You wouldn't want that, right? I know, I was like, am I going the right direction? Or, yeah.
When she asked you about beef, and then
I know. Oh, my mind just totally went,
I noticed you.
oh, yes.
But you did lead into something else. But
Yeah. I hate that part of myself. Like, where was I going with this? That was pretty cool. Man. Kind of trippy though. Like, that's exactly how I think of it, is like, if I'm talking to myself, what would I want to hear? And every kid is a different version of myself. So like, that one bigger kid is wants to know, kind of afraid to know or ask questions because he doesn't want to be looked at as, but he has the courage to do it. That's pretty cool. Because yeah, in school I never did, right? Like, yeah, and how do you encourage that with kids? Because it's scary, right? Because then you're gonna be known as the dumb kid if you ask the wrong questions. So I think that really comes down to the teacher and making everybody feel like questions are a good thing. So who knows this book called Momotaro? It's a really interesting story. So my dad used to read this to me when I was young. But it's basically about an old mom and dad who didn't have a child, and they're gonna eat a peach. And when they opened the peach, this little baby came out. And they raised the baby, but then this town that he lived in used to get beaten up by monsters. And so he tries to rally up all these strong animals and a dog to beat the ogres. And he rides around in a little rice cup as a boat because he's so small, right? So let me just read you this part about when he sees the monsters. In my dream, I saw them, said Momotaro. They were coming to plunder our village. You know what plunder means? Attack and take stuff. Yep. So you hear that a lot with pirates. Some were red, some were blue. The largest of all had pale skin with horns and hairy legs. On my honor as a samurai, exclaimed Momotaro, those oni is demon in Japanese, will never come to our land again. Tomorrow I leave for the inland sea. I will not return until they are destroyed. It's a very interesting book, You guys should read it. But anyway, yes, so he goes on, he trains as a samurai, and he has to save his town from these demons. He meets a lot of friends along the way. See, so he meets a dog and a monkey and a bird. And there's his boat, see? So this story, he has a boat, but back in my day, he used to ride a rice bowl. Yeah, because he was so small. I'm here to talk to you also about what I do, my career. So what I do is I own a business. People who own a business are called entrepreneurs. Making beef jerky and other Hawaiian snacks. Oh yeah, that's why I wear this, but snack addicted. Oh, you can see that far? Wow, that's pretty good, man. When I talk like this, I don't write anything down. I just talk. And now I have to think, you're third grade? I love third grade. Do you guys like your teacher? That's what I heard. I am that person sitting in that chair who's grown up now. And I get to go back in time to say something to this person. What would I say? What would you say to yourself? And I would say, Listen and respect your teachers. Learn as much as you can learn, because even till today, I never stopped learning. I was never a cook. I don't know how to cook, but I can make all these flavors for beef jerky. You know why? Because I love to make people happy, and I can figure it out. That's the thing you guys got to realize. You can figure anything out. Do you believe that? Yes. Who can give me a good example of something they figured out? Something you figured out. What did you guys figure? Yes. How to get to the QB. So you play football. That is awesome. How did you figure that out? Yes. Why did you figure that out? So your passion is football. Am I right? You love football. When you go home, that's what you think about, football. Yeah? That's what I do with my business. I love making beef jerky. But even more so, I love making people happy. When people try my product, they get really happy, and then we get some nice emails, and we do social media. We used to have a YouTube channel. And so the number one job that people want to be nowadays for kids is a YouTuber, because you can be, yeah? If you were making a YouTube video, you got to understand that things that you put out there are things that people see. So what do you want to put out there? Do you want to do pranks on people and be mean to people to get views? It shouldn't be like that, right? But it is. For some reason, they get a lot of views. But you know which videos I do like? Is the people who are nice, the people who are kind. Kindness is one of the most important words I would tell myself if I was sitting in your chair. Kindness will get you far. Money does not give you happiness. Money comes with a lot of problems. I don't need excess money. I don't need a lot of money. I'm very simple. All I do is work, go home, I golf once in a while just to get my mind off work, and I hang out with my children. So I have two daughters. One is first grade, the other one is fourth grade. Yes.
Where do they go to school?
They go to Nu'uanu. Yes, my wife is a teacher. Yeah, she teaches second grade. But I can tell you, being a business owner, the most important part of being a business owner is your heart. Your heart is very important. Because especially in Hawaii, they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Right? Which is true. But do you want people to know you as a bad person or a good person? Of course, everybody wants that, but how do we do that? How do we do that? You know how we do that? Is we tell people how we feel, good things we feel about them, and we don't wait. You have to realize, you telling somebody something nice right now can change their whole day. On the other side, you telling somebody something mean can ruin their whole day. So we are all that powerful where we're just one person, but we can either make somebody's day a great day or we can make somebody's day a bad day. So one of my daughters, she has these two friends, right? And she loves school, And one day she says, Daddy, do I have to go to school today? And I said, yes. Oh, I think I'm sick. I said, oh no, something's going on, because she loves school. And I found out that I guess a couple of her friends were being mean to her. From going to loving school to going to I don't want to go to school anymore because of two people. Imagine how powerful those two people are. You're one person, so imagine how powerful you are. So, choose to be a good person. You want to be that powerful in a good way, so you make people want to go to school. You make people want to be around you. That is the most important thing. I used to work at Apple. You know the Apple store? Yeah. I was the #1 seller at Apple for 3 quarters in a row. You know how I did it? By being nice, being kind, You know what I would think? And I just said this to the other class. I am every one of you. If I was born to your parents in the same situation as a girl, as a boy, at the same time, we got treated exactly the same way, I would be you. I'm just lucky that I'm me. I say lucky because I know a lot of things now. I know how to make someone's day a good day. I know how to make somebody's day a bad day. Knowing those things will change your life. I promise you. Always choose to make people's day good if you can. And I'm not scripting it out. If you look at this, I didn't write anything down to go through notes. This is how I do every time I talk to somebody. I want it to be like I'm genuinely talking to you. Because I have been through so many things in my life that I feel like telling you will help you along a little bit more. Helps you see something that might have taken you a longer time to see. But really, YouTubers especially, right? You want to have the most views. You want to have the most money. You want to show people money and how successful you are, right? Look at me, I'm a business owner. I probably make way less than most people. I don't even know how we're surviving because my wife is a teacher. Teachers don't get paid enough.
Yeah, keep telling me.
Yeah, so please.
It's awesome, but the pay.
Yeah, please, teaching is awesome. I was a skills trainer for 5 years. I worked with autistic children, one-on-one. And I would take the hardest children because I just love children. Because I can see myself in them. So I have severe ADHD. Who knows what ADHD is? Oh, yeah. So I was the naughty kid in class because I couldn't concentrate. And I always thought I was naughty because my teacher would talk and I couldn't listen. So my teacher used to get mad all the time. But now I realize, like, I should have tried hard or, something so that I could have learned more. Because learning is so important. And even till today, I still learn. I learn from everybody. I can learn a lot of things from you. Definitely. So don't ever stop learning. Don't stop being open or think you know everything. That's where people go wrong. Because they can always add to their Lego blocks. Like you're trying to make this big Lego house, and every time you learn something, you're putting a new Lego. And then all of a sudden you have this big mansion. But if you tell everybody, I already know how to do that, you realize your house is small. So go through life, that's okay. Go through life really being open to learning. Don't ever think you're too good. Kindness, let's go back to that. That's why I have this business. It's because of kindness. Because like I said, I was not a cook. I didn't know how to make beef jerky. But I hurt my back really bad because I did bodybuilding. And I couldn't work for a year, so I had to figure something out. So career-wise, I wanted to be a dentist, an orthodontist. I wanted to work on people's teeth. But I didn't realize how much school there was and stuff to it and how long it would take. So I didn't do that. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no idea. I would have never thought that this is where I was going to end up. Okay? So the other thing I would tell myself if I was sitting there is, everything you do is an experience. You guys play video games? Yes. Right? You get experience points, right? Yes. Everything you do in life, you get experience points for. So don't forget, some things are good, some things are bad. When you hear bad stuff, you go through bad stuff, you think, what is this teaching me? This is very important now. If you can remember this is going to change your life. There's no such thing as a bad experience if you learn from it. It means it's a learning experience, okay? It seems bad at the time, but when you start going through your life and you look back, you're like, I needed to go through that. So, our colors are pink and black. And it's because my dad passed away when I was just graduated university. And I thought that was the worst thing ever. I thought that wasn't fair. Because when I was young, I didn't want to be close to my dad. Because as a child, I would sit in my bed and think like, oh, I'd be so sad if my dad or my mom or my grandma died. And I would actually cry, you know. As a kid, I would think those things. So then I thought, well, if I'm not that close to my dad or my mom or my grandma, and I just, you know, hi, bye, and not really care, then it wouldn't hurt so much, right? So I kind of went through my life like that, where it was just more of a, you know, I didn't really have conversations with my dad very much until I became in college, and he started forcing me to go with him, go out, go play darts, to go golfing. He got me into golf, and I golf now. And it's because of him, I opened myself up to a lot of things. He told me a lot of things. These are conversations that I would never have if I kept trying to push him away. So your parents are so important. Regardless, they're your parents, give them respect, yeah? Always listen. Try to be on your best behavior when you can. You know, when you go to the mall, like don't go running around and screaming your head off. I say that only because I have kids, you know? But no, I'm very strict on my kids. So anyway, going back to my dad's story, sorry. See, this is what happens. So my mind jumps and jumps and jumps. So Uncle Chad over here, when we used to do our YouTube thing, he's very good at redirecting me back on track, because I will go off on a different story, but that's how my mind works. But I realized, even though I looked at it before as a negative thing, why do I have this? How come I cannot concentrate? Why does my mind keep doing this? I realized when I do focus on something that I love, I can't stop thinking about it. And that's all I think about. And everything else doesn't matter. It's like the opposite of what happens in my head. That's why I can come up with all these flavors for my beef jerky. I mean, what was the last crazy one we did? Pho. I did pho. I've been trying to figure that out for a long time. I did a spicy coffee cola beef jerky because I wouldn't give up. And I think that is something I would want to say to myself in third grade.
Not giving up.
Don't give up.
That's a good one.
Don't give up.
Keep trying.
Yes.
Problem solve.
Things are gonna get hard, and they have to get hard. But it's how you get over that hill. Football is gonna get hard. There's gonna be teams you play where you cannot hold the person back. You can't get to the quarterback, and you just get defeated. But like you said, right, you figure it out. So the beginning part of what I was telling you, right, figuring it out. When things get hard, figure it out. The last thing you want to do is quit, because you don't know how close you are to making it work, to finally getting to the quarterback, right? Because if you just give up and say, oh, I don't like football anymore, let me go play basketball. Maybe you're this close to one little move that got you closer to the quarterback, and you would have been that great. That is the hard part in life, is that as good as you think you are, life will throw something at you to make you feel like you want to give up. Like for me, I'm thinking golf. There's some days where my golf swing is perfect. I mean, I can hit the ball wherever I want it. What's that? Like Tiger Woods. Okay, not that good. Maybe that's my my friend that owns Purvey Donuts, Nick. But you guys know Purvey Donuts?
No.
Super good donuts. They're right next to us. But the next day, I can just hit the ball and almost kill people. You know, like the ball just shoots out that way, and I don't know what it is. But I realize the moment I become, do you know the word arrogant? Overconfident? Look at me, look how good I am.
Thinking like you're great. You're
Yes.
the best at something.
You
No
know?
one else is as good as you. Like,
Not being humble, that's a good one.
yes. Selfish.
Selfishness, yes. The moment you think that you have it down and you're good, golf will make you hit the ball bad. just like life, right? When you think that you learned enough and you don't want to learn from anybody else, something's going to come your way. And life is going to make you say, uh-oh, maybe I didn't know as much as I knew. I wish I went back to listen to learning more. Anybody have any questions so far? Yes. What was my dream when I was little? That's a very good question. I had a lot of dreams. And this is a good thing. Have a lot of dreams. And try your best to do every single one of them. It might seem overwhelming, but that's the way I was. My mom made me play sports. I played baseball, soccer, basketball, volleyball. I tried tennis. I didn't like it, but softball. I played softball as an adult, yes. But she did that so that I wouldn't be naughty because I had so much energy. And she went to every single one of my games. She took me to every single practice. And she watched me practice. And my goal was to make her happy with how I played. So I did my best because I appreciated that she would take me to all these things. So you know something's cool about sports is that it's fun. But not only that, there's this thing called sportsmanship. And I know you've heard of it. Sportsmanship. Be a good sport. I think that's what sports taught me. How to win and how to lose. I think it's very important to have a winner and a loser because it teaches you both ways. If you lose, how do you get better? If there's no loser, you don't know how to lose. So when you grow up and you don't get a job that you wanted because somebody else got it, you don't know how to lose. And so a lot of times people start being mean to the person that did get the job they wanted, right? So sports taught me that. If I lose, how do I make it better? I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. I lost because I wasn't good enough yet, but I will be. That's my mentality. You're not good enough now, but you will be. So here's the thing too. I never wanted to do food because I was a manager at Eggs and Things.
Oh, eggs and things.
Yes.
That's in Waikiki.
Yes, Waikiki.
I know them all.
Yes. So I started the cafe and I was the manager when I wasn't running the cafe downstairs. And I just didn't like the food industry. So I didn't want to do food. But when I hurt my back, the person that helped me was a bodybuilder. He was a massage therapist and he really fixed my back. And so to repay him, I was diving because that helps my back when I dive.
In the water.
Yeah. And so I was catching taco, octopus, and I was making it for him because he's a bodybuilder, right? Taco is very healthy for you. And we start catching taco after winter because taco season is winter. So I thought, what can I make him? And so I started trying to make him beef jerky, regular beef jerky, just because that's the only thing I could think of, because beef jerky is pretty healthy too. So he told me he didn't like regular beef jerky because he doesn't like chewing. So then he told me, oh, can you make it thinner or something so it's easier to eat or smaller bits? So I said, oh, let me try. So I started making it thin. And then I thought it was junk because it didn't have flavor because I don't know how to make beef jerky. But I thought, I could do this. I can't do this now, but I guarantee I'll make the best one. And so it took me 3 months to finally get my first flavor. And it was the cracked pepper. 3 months, practice. That's all I would do. My wife would come home and the kitchen would be a mess. What are you doing? Trying to work on a flavor. And you need all this stuff out? Yes, I do. That's the way my mind works. I need a cup for this, and a cup for this, and a cup for this. And then I forget I have a cup over there. And but I never gave up because making beef jerky is very hard. You have to figure out how much ingredients you put, how long to cook it. There's so many factors. Surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with good people. There are going to be mean people. And the mean people, you have to understand, they're going through something too. They're just dealing with it differently. And a lot of times they take it out on other people, yeah? Later on, I've had a lot of people who used to pick on me when I was in school. And it was tough. Now that we're older, they look back and, I still talk to people. I'm always nice to people. And they apologize. I'm so sorry for being mean. I was going through a lot and my dad used to, be mean to me and stuff. And I'm sorry about that. Because as children, we don't know how to process our anger, our frustrations sometimes. So sometimes we have to put it on somebody else or make somebody feel, junk. Yes, right. So be mindful of that, yeah? when you say something to somebody, make them feel good and try not to make people feel bad if possible, yeah? Yes, be a good neighbor to everybody because that's how our business started, through kindness. Because of my kindness and the guy who fixed my back's kindness, this worked, and then all our customers are very nice. I take time to talk to a lot of them, and we become friends, or we just have really good conversations. I love really good conversations because I feel like I get a chance to learn. Yeah. So remember, if you're going to put yourself out there, use it in a good way because you can use it either way you want. Yeah. No matter what you think you want to be now, you might become it and you might not. It doesn't matter. As long as you're a good person, good things will happen for you. And even if it's not going well, it's teaching you something so that you can be good enough to get over that bump, right? Don't give up. What I was saying, don't give up because I can't do it now, but I will. And that's what life does to you. A lot of times we can't do things until we learn something. Yes. Did I have a hard time in my life? I had a lot of hard time in my life. I think the hardest one was when I talk about my dad. But I use that hard time as a good thing because now I get to support people who go through cancer. We do donations and we help families, and I just get to talk to people who have parents who have passed away from cancer and stuff, and I can relate to them. Like, what was that word you had there? Compassion and empathy. The more I experience in life, the more empathy I have because I know what it feels like. I may not know what the person feels like because everybody processes things or goes through things differently, but I have an idea where I can help people better, I think. That's why I don't look at any negative situation as a negative thing. I take it as a learning and building my big house of Legos because I can also share it with other people. That's my goal, So if you think of it, I love that saying, the ripple in the pond. You have this pond, right? And the littlest pebble, when you throw it in the water, the ripples spread through the whole pond. Even if you can't see the ripples eventually, it's still there. But that one little pebble in there makes that huge difference. And that's what each one of we are. We're a pebble, right? Like I said, kindness. Choose to be a good person. You are very powerful. You can change the life of people in a good way and a bad way. So always don't hesitate to tell people nice things. Okay? We all need that. Compliments, yeah? Compliment your teacher especially because, she works very hard. It's very hard to be a teacher. My wife is a teacher. You got these report cards, you have to do extra work, you have to spend your own money a lot of times and,
Go to meetings.
Yeah.
You get the day off.
Uh-huh. Because you know what? When I was going to school, my teachers were kind of mean. They could kind of hit us and, not supposed to do that now. I wish that was back then, but yeah. And they would tell me, like, you're dumb, and and I thought I was. So just remember, your words can hurt people and also help people. I'm so glad you guys are learning these 2 words because I think these 2 words are so important and you may not think so now, but you will go through things and you will look back at this and be like, compassion and empathy. Wow, that's powerful. Let's say you fall down on the ground and nobody is there. There was a time where I was surfing and I fell off my board and the other surfers didn't care. They just kept going. But I lost my board and I was getting pounded by the waves. But this one surfer saw me and he took the time to come all the way back to grab me and grab my board. I probably would have drowned. But he had so much compassion. He's like, I got you, man. Don't worry. Grab my board. We need people like that in the world, right? And that's what you all can become. That's what you all have the potential to be. You have that potential to help people, so use it. So remember, you're a ripple in the pond, but be a good ripple, yeah? Do good things and be nice to people, and don't forget to tell people how much you care and how much they mean to you, yeah? Do that. Every day, think, what nice thing can I say to somebody? That's how I think anyway. but it's gonna help you, and it's gonna help the other person too. Yes, thank you for having me. It's funny, because when you talk to kids, you don't know if it's going anywhere if they get it. And that's cool, because maybe something later on might spark something, or they might just think like, oh yeah, that's right, I was supposed to say something nice today. Exactly. Simple as that. Just say something nice. Every day have that in mind, huh? I'm glad my voice kept up. Jeez. Oh, good. Yeah. Because a lot of times some of the stuff I talk about, like adults can't even grasp, you know? It's like, oh, maybe you gotta go through some more stuff. That's so cool. I just look at it that way. Like, if I was third grade, what would I want to hear? The only way I get up early in the morning and feel okay with it is to go talk to kids. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll go I'll give you some stuff from Shannon. I'll give it to Shannon to give to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You too. Thank you so much for inviting. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Did we have a good time? Yes. I'm so tired. I have a hard time sleeping, but no, it was amazing. I was just telling him, like, it's the only way I wake up this early and feel okay with it is if I talk to children. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. My ADD kicked in over there. She was talking to me, and then I hear that thing, so I'm like, what is that? Is that a bulldozer? Or... Oh wait, no, you asked me to run. Yeah. Squirrel. Did you have a good time? Oh yeah, you too. Oh wait, no, I missed the question there. I'm glad my mind switched back to what she actually said.